look at her. We got 2 shush factors today.
Yeah, so we're balancing the iPad precariously. Also, my son is asleep in the other room, but that's okay if he decides he wants to come play with us. I don't mind. Do you mind?
Well, I wouldn't, except for the other thing of the precarious. Because he just might knock over the iPad.
It's okay. That's what Apple Care is for. Also, screen protectors and cases. Those people who have just like naked phones and iPads, like, who are they? Why do they do that? What are they doing?
They're amazing. I don't know. Go figure.
Well, welcome to our podcast, Granny Pan Knits.
Granny Pan Knits. It's been a while, Becky.
It's been 6 weeks, I think, since our last podcast. We've just been busy, and we're excited to show you what we've been busy for. I'm Becky. I'm Wendy's daughter.
And I'm Wendy. And I'm Becky's mom. And we are knitters.
Yeah.
And so we like to get together and just kind of show
what we've been doing.
That's right. Because it's always so fun.
Yeah.
Right?
If you have a hobby and you have someone in your life that has the same one, it's so much more fun because you can share it with each other.
Totally.
Yes.
And we share with each other a lot. All kinds of fun with our knitting, and it's just, it makes it wonderful. So we're glad that we have you in our life too, because, hey, we all share, right?
Yeah, so, I think because of COVID, we were not able to go to our knit nights with our friends. I know I've been watching a lot more podcasts, and I wanted to do our own so that our friends can still feel like they get to hang out with us for a little bit.
That's true. Our friends are mainly the ones who watch us, but I recently went back to school. We're getting ready to open school. Today is the 20th of August, and we're opening on the 24th.
Monday.
I know, we're bringing the kids in then, and so it's been kind of tense because none of us really know how life is going to go. But one of my friends at school, we got back, and of course I haven't seen my school people since March 13th. And they were like, well, one lady walked up to me and she goes, now let me get this straight. You have a show about knitting? And I was like, oh, yeah, kind of. High production value. I mean, sitting in the living room with a precariously balanced iPad.
I worked hard to put these together, okay?
You should be making big bucks.
No.
So, anyway, but look at us. We look like August, Becky.
It's hot outside.
It is, you guys, we're in the middle of a freaking heat wave right now. We've had temperatures in the triple digits, over 100 degrees.
For like 2 or 3 weeks.
Yeah, I was watching the news,
it's
and the guy
so
said
hot.
that this is the 19th day this summer. Now, I did a temperature Afghan once upon a time, which I'll show sometime because it's pretty cool. But the black stripes were over 100, and I counted them. There were only 6 in 2016, and we have 19.
And counting.
I think like somebody's trying to like burn out the COVID or something. I don't know. I wish it would work because it would be so great if I didn't have to wear a mask to school. Although my beautiful daughter over here made me 4 masks to wear to school.
Did you like those with the elastic around the back?
Yeah.
Did you try them?
I really like them. I totally tried them. And I've been sterilizing. You know, I've been sterilizing my masks. I put them on the dashboard of my car while I go inside all day.
To bake.
Because serious, you get in the car and it's like 180 degrees in there.
With some cookie dough.
It might just work because
then you know your car will smell like cookies too.
Ooh.
Even if it doesn't cook right, like it'll smell like cookies.
That sounds nasty, Becky. I'm sorry.
What?
Not cooked right cookies.
Wait, whatever. Okay. And I am super warm. I've been outside the past few hours. My 2-year-old Kyle
102.
had a little play date. Actually, it was overcast for a couple hours this afternoon.
Good.
Which was magic because our neighbor's sister got a bounce house and was like, okay, bring your grandkids and bring their neighbors. And there was just 4 little kids, but they were bouncing in the bounce house, and she had a little pool with like squirt guns and
nice.
water balloons and just.
That's why he's completely passed out on the bed right now, which
able
is
to be asleep.
That's excellent.
But yeah, so pretty warm day outside. But
He is okay. Can I just tell you? I know we usually do family stuff at the end, but that's like older family. Right now, we just need to talk for a second about my adorable grandson because holy crud, you guys, he FaceTimes me. He's 2. He's 2, and either I FaceTime him or his mom FaceTimes me, and then he takes over the phone. And so yesterday we were playing hide and seek. It was so fun. It was so cute because he'll just say to me, hide, and then he'll run and hide from his mom. So it's cute because it's like the 2 of us are hiding together from mommy, and it's just
hiding with a little phone.
I can't even tell you. He is so cute. And then one night he took me into his room and he just like laid down on the bed, and I said, do you want a story? And he said, So I told him a little bedtime story while he laid on the bed.
Yeah, he loved it. He loves you so much.
It's so cute. And he can't say granny. One day we're going to get him to say Granny Pan. But
he kind of tries sometimes.
Sometimes he tries, but his default name for me, you tell him, Becky.
Red car.
Red car.
Because guess what? Mom drives
a red car.
A red car, and it's nice and new, and Kyle loves to go for rides in it. Also because she gets him French fries when they go for rides.
Yes.
But anytime she calls and he sees that it's Granny, he goes, red car, my house.
Red car, my house. Bring your red car to my house.
And take me for a ride.
Ride, red car, ride. So it's cute. It's very cute. So he's just such a sweetie, and I love him to pieces.
What does that sound? Oh,
that's the dogs.
I thought it might have been him. I was like,
no, that would be weird. Sorry, I'm pulling funny faces today. I'm gonna stop it.
That's okay. It's your face. You can do what you want with it.
I can play with my face however I feel like.
Yeah, and especially because you don't get to play with your face around a lot of people anymore because you have to cover it up. So now
it's gonna
you gotta get all your face wiggles out.
Eye expressiveness. Like, can I just be grumpy with my eyes?
I
Sit down. Stop being a jerk.
Right? How are you gonna give the teacher a look without your?
Oh, I'm so happy to see you. Look, I can smell my eyes.
I saw a TikTok that was like, here's us whenever we see people after the pandemic's over. We're gonna be just being like, just like, hey, with your eyes and your mouth, or like smiling, but just with your eyes.
It's just ridiculous. I hate it. But I saw where
you gotta practice your teacher look, because usually her scary face has like
this.
It doesn't work as good without the lips. You just look crazy.
What's that? My crazy left eyebrow. It's the crazy one.
Okay, we're nuts. Okay, here's what we're gonna do. We're going to show you some finished objects, some things that we've knit in the past few weeks. Then we're going to show you some whips, works in progress, what is on our needles right now. And then we'll go into our family segment, which I'm really excited about. I'm going to talk a little bit about my Grandma Jenny, that's my dad's mom, and some of the things that she has made. So, yeah. That's what the plan is.
That'll be good.
How many finished stuff do you have?
2. How many finished stuff do you have, Becky?
I have 3 with me, and I have a 4th one that I've gifted, but I can put a picture in.
Okay. Why don't you talk about that one first?
Okay. So my brother Aaron, you probably heard us talk about him when he was coming home from his mission in March. He has this cute little girlfriend. Her name is Lexi, and they just barely had their birthday party. They have very close together birthdays, like within a week, right?
Yeah, I think hers is August 4th.
And his is the 12th, so they're about a week.
About a week apart.
Oh, pop up this one.
Oh, shh.
I think he could probably see Kyle's asleep in bed.
Yeah, okay.
He's not hidden. He's just on the bed. And we should put pictures of the birthday party in too. I'll do that.
Okay,
So
yeah, because it was so fun.
We went to the bowling alley for their birthday party a couple weeks ago. And just had the best time with my little Kyle, again, bowling. And then we played
loved it.
in the arcade, you guys. They don't have tokens anymore. They have like a little debit card that you load your dollars on, and you swipe it to play the games. And he was so fun with his little card swiping, and we played a little bit of Mario Kart. He loves cars, and his favorite game we found is Space Invaders. They have a huge setup, like
massive wall of
that's Space Invaders, and you sit there with your little gun. Freaking loved it, and
he did.
I'll put that video in right here so you can. It was the most fun. We haven't really gone out a lot.
Did you get on the video him saying, "One more"?
Probably.
Because he just...
One more.
One more.
He loves it. But I whipped up a pair of gloves for her in like a couple days, so I was able to gift those to her. They're called the Ingleside mitts, and oh no, I'm blanking on who made them.
That's okay.
I'll
You can
look it
put
up
it
real
on the
quick.
screen.
I know, I am, and I'm gonna have the picture.
This is one thing about Becky. She is... I don't know how many of you have ever read the book about the 5 love languages, and I tell people this all the time, but I really liked it. I gleaned a lot of insight from that. I was like, oh my gosh, that explains so many things about the way people relate to each other. Becky's love language is gifting. And I was explaining this to Lexi like 3 days later. I said, notice, we were all at that party, but who's the one that gave you a gift? Because this girl loves giving gifts, and so I just think that that's really wonderful of you.
Just do. Okay,
So.
here's a picture of them, but I'll put it in, I'll insert it so you can see it better. But these are the Ingleside mitts. They're by Amanda of Birch and Lily, and I knew it was Amanda, but I was second guessing myself. That's why I had to look it up. And actually, I won this pattern. She gifted it to me free from a knit along that I'll share a little bit
Nice.
about later.
Oh, that's cool.
But yeah.
So of course
fun.
you had to make it up.
So I was excited to make it up. She let me choose one of her patterns, and this is the one I chose.
That's really fun. It looks
So.
like a cable and some seed stitch on there.
Yes.
Lots of fun.
I
Lots of fun.
love gloves and everything knitted.
Yeah, I was telling Lexi, fingerless gloves are awesome because you can still use your phone. So,
Yeah.
love
Okay, and I'll show my second one too.
that. Okay, cool.
Okay, so while we're
This was on our last one. You were just starting.
yeah, I was just starting, and now they're done. This is that knit along I was talking about. This socks won me that prize of that other pattern. So these, oh, there's a shadow if I try and put it up.
He's a little bit of a shadow.
That's okay. Yay!
Come this way a little bit, maybe here.
Yeah,
How's
there
that?
we go. That's a lot better.
Better.
These are my carrots and radishes socks.
And you gotta see the top that has, I'm gonna turn it sideways
Yes.
so the bobbles totally stick out.
They don't stick out very far.
They don't stick
You
out.
can see it like that though.
They are
Brown bobbles. I know. They're so fun. This pattern is by Dawn Landix, and it was one of the options for our read along, like a knit along readathon this summer, hosted by our friend Kim, Hugga Canyon. And it's, the idea is like, hey, let's get back to reading too, because I used to read a lot. Then I got busy. And
Babies do that too. It's totally.
I've never been into audiobooks, but now that there's this readathon over the summer, I've recently started listening to audiobooks, and I really like them while I knit. It's okay, Mom. She's trying to turn the light on, but
And I
that's the
forgot
one
to-
that needs the switch.
Turn the switch on, which is way over there.
It's
So.
just silly. But yes, I've been checking out audiobooks from my library. You can log in with your library card and just borrow audiobooks.
That's cool.
And like books for your iPad to read. So I've been doing that. And I'm reading Lord of the Rings right now. This is actually a Lord of the Rings yarn. It's the Shire, so the hobbits
From the Yarnberry.
From the Yarnberry, my Hobbit yarn. So yay! Dun 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 dun.
Nice. I like those.
Me too.
They're cool.
I might have to copy this bobbly.
That's your favorite part of it, isn't it?
Yeah, I'm gonna do that on all my vanilla socks the next little while. Just the little bobbles.
Little bobbles on the top. It'll be like a signature from
It's the little bobble cuff. It just makes it fun.
Yeah.
Okay,
Okay, so that kind of leads me into this one that I have been working on, and I think I started talking about this one last time and showed a couple, and anyway, I'll show you my progress on that. So just talking about having signature things about your socks. So I showed this one last time. What I've done is I have been working on a study in socks. So I've got a bunch of shorty socks that I'm making from the same blank, and it's so that I can play with different ways to make socks. I think last time I had done one on DPNs, which is how I'd done all the ones I've done so far, and wondered why I was frustrated making socks, because it turns out that there are a lot of easier ways to do it. This one I did on a 9-inch needle, and this one has an afterthought heel in it. And then, this is the one that I was getting ready to start last time. So this is my new
I love the orange
sock.
Like started in there.
No, the orange came into this one, which is so fun. So this one's
afterthought again.
Purple and orange, and it just made me feel kind of Halloweenish, just a little bit. And yes, it is an afterthought again, only it's a different kind of afterthought. So this one is based on, and I put just like a little bit of texture in there. Let's see if I can get it in there. Just because it keeps me from getting bored. It's just a couple of little yarn overs. It's nothing super fancy. I guess I could put it on the sock blocker so you can see it a little bit better, but it's really nothing fancy. But this one's called the Umbrella Sock, and it's by Kay Jones. And Kay figured out a different way to make the heel and toe. She calls it the umbrella because there's not a side seam on it. So it's more like spokes like an umbrella.
This one has this
the side
3-stitch seam going around the toe.
Right. And this one, I'll get it in the light here. This one does not have that anywhere at all. It works more like an umbrella. So that one is, she calls it the umbrella sock, and it's not only got an umbrella toe, but the afterthought heel in it is also umbrella. So it also doesn't have the seams, and I really liked this one. I thought it was a lot of fun doing that, and I'm really enjoying the afterthought heels. So for me, I like to wear my hand knit socks instead of wearing them inside a shoe. I prefer to wear them around the house. I don't like wearing shoes necessarily around the house, but with the air conditioning, sometimes my feet will get cold, or I know in the winter they'll be cold. So I like wearing them around the house, and I don't know that wearing is going to be an issue, but we'll see. We'll see how that works, because that's what most people who like the heel flap and gusset say that it wears best. And fits, too, because I'm loving the way these guys fit, too. So anyway, that's my FO sock.
Yay!
And should I finish with the sock, or should I save this for web? Because I have another one on the needles.
Oh yeah, well go ahead while you're talking about them.
While I'm talking about them. Yeah. This one's back on the 9-inch needle again.
Look at those fun colors, Mom. Stop, that's the best sock blank I've ever seen.
Isn't that an awesome sock blank? All the same sock blank. This one I decided to put a little bit.
Longer leg?
I'm doing. Nope, this is going to be another afterthought. Okay. This will be another afterthought, and this one has texture on it too. So I did this like a blueberry waffles texture just on the top of the sock, and then I'll cut in here. So yeah. So I'm really, and I like the pooling on this one. I love the colors on this one. It's just, there's the back. Look how super fun those colors are. I just love it. I know, it's awesome. I love everything they do. And the yellow's coming out too, so I can't wait to, I've got to try something else. I've got to try I want another unique technique. So I'm kind of going to be on the lookout for different, maybe fish lips kiss or something like that. I think I bought that one. So maybe I'll try Fish Lips Kiss and see how I like that one. But I think it's been fun to kind of explore the socks and decide, oh, by the way, I did this one at my back to school meeting because They always have these meetings that are like forever. And to keep myself awake, I knit this sock. So
Well, if you can be productive, because some, meetings are supposed to be productive, but sometimes they're really
let's
not.
face it, you can only hear the policies. So it's state law that we have to go through the policies every year, and they never change. And this is my 24th year teaching.
Well, but it's somebody.
No, I'm lying. 26.
It's somebody's first year teaching, though.
So let it be the first year teacher meeting.
To
anyway, whatever.
Remind everybody.
And take your knitting.
How long is the meeting
And make
for?
it positive. Take your knitting. It was all day, Becky.
Did
we
they
had
feed
3
you?
speakers. It was from 8 o'clock in the morning until 3 o'clock in the
Did they
afternoon.
feed you lunch? You better have.
Yeah, they did.
They at least give me food.
They did. They gave us food, but my backside was still numb.
They should have gave you pillows to sit on too.
I don't know. Anyway, it was a good chance for me to get a good start on another sock, and I just think these are really fun. They're so cute.
Yeah, I
Don't you
love
think so?
that. I love your plan.
It's been a lot of fun.
Yes. Yay. Okay, another one of mine I finished.
Sure.
Okay. Da, 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 da. You guys,
This one was on our. You had just cast this on last time.
Yeah. Da, 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 da.
You had like this much done to here, right?
Yeah, about to there.
Let's move it through the light.
Through the light, I know. Let's get the shadow. Oh, I didn't tell Daniel that we're going to be here early, so I better text him back. That's him texting. Okay, so
Look at the light there.
Yay! One of my favorite things is to keep all my leftover yarns, and then I keep them organized by color, and every once in a while I pull them out and I do some kind of fade with all my leftovers.
It's beautiful.
So that's what this one is. Should I try and remember who did all the yarns that I blended?
Probably not.
I will. Okay.
Oh, she's going for it.
Are you ready?
She's going for it.
Okay, this dark purple is from Woolberry.
Nice.
And the color is Midnight. And I held that double with a mini skein from Yarnberry. That is her Juliet colorway. So that's kind of the lighter pink that's marled in with the dark purple.
Maybe you should turn
Turn the sound down. Okay. And then it fades into this pink, gray, purple, pink, gray, and white.
That's the cashmere.
That's the cashmere one. That's Alexandra's yarn. And it is in her Winterberry color. And it's just so pretty. It's like the main one. I had almost like 3/4 of a skein left of that one.
Keep going.
Okay, and then what do we got? Pink. Oh, and then when it starts to get a little bit more gray, that's my leftover Arwen colorway from the Yarnberry.
Oh, I made socks in Arwen.
Yeah, we both made socks in
We
Arwen.
did, huh?
So this is Arwen and Winterberry held together. And then when I ran out of Winterberry, this at the bottom is from Knit Picks. They're gray sock yarn.
It's so pretty. Do they call this a feather and fan? Is that what that pattern is? Somebody who knits more than we do. Or has been
that
knitting
type
longer.
of lace in it?
Yes.
I think that sounds right to me.
That sounds right to me
This
too.
pattern is called Beckley.
I like the cast off too, the bind off on it.
Yeah, and the
With
picot
bubbly
bind
The
off.
picot bind off is really
Yeah, I had not done that before. I think it was, I don't think I needed a crochet hook either. I think it was with knitted.
Yeah, it smells beautiful.
Yay!
Do you want to tell the story about who's getting this? I know she doesn't watch the podcast, so.
Oh, yeah, I just want to look up real quick the information.
Oh, goodness.
You made me put my phone on silent.
It's a potential spam.
We don't need that negativity in our life, okay? Okay, so this I made for a friend who is in my mom's ward, the ward where I grew up.
Which is like a neighborhood for those of you who don't know what a ward is.
You know, like neighborhood, like a ward is like our church, like group.
Our church
What
group.
they called our neighborhood.
Mhm.
And these ladies, they were nice enough to throw me a wedding shower when I got married, like 8 years ago. And they're like, hey, we want to throw you a shower. Oh, that's so nice. Wouldn't it be so cool if we could tie a quilt at the shower? That was my idea, and that was kind of a bratty thing to ask because that's a lot of
It is
work,
a lot of
okay?
work.
And I didn't realize until I made that Hot Wheels quilt for my son. This is a lot of work, okay?
It really is.
And my sweet young woman's leader and I think another lady or two in the ward helped put it together. But they did. They put it together. They had it ready for us to tie during the shower, which is already like a huge kind thing to just throw a shower. And then I decided to ask them to do all this extra work.
You didn't know.
I didn't know, but I was making that quilt for my son, and I was thinking about her, and that quilt's actually still on my bed right now. Like, I use it all the time. I love it. Yeah. But I just thought, I'm such a brat. Like, she should have told me no. Like, why didn't she tell me no? That's a lot of work. Like, so I thought I would knit her the shawl. So that's where that one's going.
She will love it.
I hope
she will
so.
love it. She's a maker herself, and makers are very appreciative of things that have been handmade. Yeah. So that'll be good.
So that's gonna be once it
a
cools
worthy
down.
Recipient for such a beautiful shawl. Yeah. It really is pretty.
It's my favorite colors too. So I was making it, and I was like, you know what? I love this too much. I'm gonna keep it. And then I thought I will feel yucky wearing it because it is not for me.
Feel even worse.
We're like, I'm even worse a brat because I'm here like I should make her something else that I don't like as much. Like, why would I think like I should keep this? No, I didn't. Not, but you know, I caught myself thinking, oh, I should keep this. It's nice. I'm like, it is nice. I made it nice on purpose to give her something nice.
That's right. That's true.
So that's what we'll do.
Very good. I'm proud of you.
And thank you for the quilt. I'm sorry that I asked you to do all that extra work. I didn't know. You want to do your other FO?
My other FO? Mm-hmm. My other FO is really kind of
fun.
I put together leftovers, right?
Yeah.
So I did a pillow cover for a pillow on my bed. It was looking mighty shabby, and I had these leftover squares from the Afghan that I made for Aaron, so I didn't have to make a whole lot more for it, which was awesome. And just keep turning it, and they're beautiful soft yarns, and all I did was just make these beautiful squares, and they turned out to be just perfect for 4 of them to go together. And what I did was I did 4 on the front, and then for the 4 on the back, I actually knit this little extra piece, so it's like an envelope that I can.
And you can take it off and wash
to be able to wash it, right?
Very nice.
So that's kind of a fun thing. And now your dad wants me to do this to all the pillows that live on our bed, because he loves how soft it is. Of course he loves how soft it is. Beautiful merino yarn. So yes, he does appreciate it, which is great.
Yay.
And I could maybe even tell you this one is a Malabrigo. Okay, it's almost all Malabrigo. These are all Malabrigo yarns, and this is one that my students gifted me. So that has a little memory there. I had some students who knew that I liked to knit, and so for a thank you gift, they bought me a beautiful skein of kind of fadey blue yarn. You can even see there's a little bit of a fade in this one because it started its transformation before I put the gray on. But anyway, there you go.
Yay!
Ta-da! FO.
Sweet. Okay, my last FO.
Oh, I have one more FO.
Do you want to go get it?
It happened a while ago. No, it's here. I brought it.
Oh.
Cool.
You just forgot you had it?
Yeah, yours is prettier. Maybe I should show mine before you show the pretty one.
I'm sure yours is beautiful.
No. This, I decided I would use up some of our Granny Pan's daughter is Granny Winsome. We've talked, I think, about Granny Winsome before, right?
Mm-hmm.
And Granny Winsome left us a bunch of fun yarn. That's what I made my temperature Afghan out of. So I pulled out some scraps to make this.
I like those colors.
Cute. You know what I made? You know why I chose these colors? This is for our Seattle Seahawks fan.
Hey, perfect.
I have a friend who loves the Seahawks, so I picked out the Seahawk green, silver, blue, and made a HELIX hat
Yay,
out of it.
I love those.
These HELIX hats.
And I love how
They're
your
so
pom
fast.
pom is like separated
So fast and
colors.
fun. Isn't that fun?
So it worked out really pretty cool.
Yeah, I think it turned out really cool. So hopefully he will enjoy that. This is called the, what's it called, Becky?
Stash busting
Helix hat. That's right. And last year, before we started recording, I made 7 of these to give to all the people at in my new department in my new school. So in school colors.
I think I've done 6 of those.
And then I did one for like
yeah, I've
the
done
neighbor down the street whose kids just started into soccer. I made they make great fan hats because you can put all the team colors together.
Yeah.
And anyway, so thought I saw that laying in there and I thought, oh my gosh, I'll finish that one too. Because sometimes I'm looking for something quick to do. I didn't realize that I did. There you go.
Oh yeah, I made a hat.
Oh yeah, I made a hat. Okay.
Well, at least you're not going like, oh yeah, I made a sweater. You're like, that would be really weird. There was not a notebook on
Yes,
there.
there was.
Was there?
It's helping us film.
Oh, we're using it. You can have it when we're done.
Okay.
She just asked for her
That's
notebook
so
that's propping up the iPad. Sorry. I told you I'm a brat. I wasn't joking.
We totally jury-rigged this iPad to work today.
Oh my gosh. Okay. Dun-dun-dun. So
Now the pretty. This
is a special.
is not just old acrylic stash yarn that's been in a bin for years and years and years. This is beautiful yarn.
This is special. Okay, so this yarn is an advent calendar from our friend Christy.
Look at that raspberry. What?
Yarn Cafe Creations yarn. She had been posting about this in like March and April, and I really, really wanted it really badly, but I'm poor. So what I did was I sewed masks and sold them and used that money to buy this advent calendar.
That's so great.
And it was a Christmas in July, so...
If you hold it like this, the tassels.
I know, isn't the tassels fun? It's Christmas in July advent calendar, and it's My Little Pony themed. So, of course, all the bright, happy, cheerful colors.
Yes.
And I just love it so much.
Tell them how many masks you sold. Or you made.
Oh, till now, I've officially hit my 200th mask with the ones that I
With the
sewed
ones you made for me.
Yep.
I should pay you for those.
You don't need to pay me.
I've
can pay
paid
me
you in
with
yarn.
There you go.
I know what you like.
Yeah, you do.
Oh, there just are some standouts. Okay.
Okay, show
Then they
us
all
your
start
favorite
standing out.
colors.
They all start standing out though.
Ew.
Because I love this tealy one right here. Teal is one of my faves.
Mm-hmm.
That raspberry one just like jumps out at your face right there.
Mm-hmm.
The turquoise one next to it is also beautiful. And I love that how she's just kind of strategically popped them, but you just did these in order.
Yeah, I
There
did
was
them in
no
order.
plan.
I
by
did.
you.
I did a square every single day. So you open the advent calendar and you get like a little mini skein, and I knit that every day, and I posted on my Instagram. And then cute Christy like shared it so everyone could enjoy her
Purples
pretty
are
yarn.
beautiful too. Look at the purples. And
Yeah.
I like this neon yellow too. I remember
Yeah.
seeing that one the first time too. But I want to kind of compare because these two raspberries are kind of far apart. But I'm going to like...
Oh no,
smush
one
them.
is definitely redder.
Yes, look at that. I would say this one's more raspberry and this one's more strawberry.
Yeah. I'm trying to think if I
They do
remember
look
any
very
of the color
beautiful
names.
though.
Very nice. This one I think was like berry tart colorway called.
Yeah.
This one I think is one of my favorites.
Yeah, you like those pinkies.
I like those
You
pinky
like pinkies.
peachy. And I also like this orange. It's
Yeah, that's
really great.
They're all really
But this one was
cool.
like Here Comes Santa, and there's like a Pinkie Pie, I think was the first
You
one.
got to think about
And Rainbow
Santa
Dash.
and awesome
And
things.
Christmas trees.
And look at the fun. Oh, this one has a longie on it. We'll try that or something.
Well, I tied like a bow instead of just a knot around all of them, and the bows are a little bit longer.
What if
And
the
then-
bow comes undone?
That's okay.
Won't the
I tied
tassel
it in a
fall
double
apart?
knot.
Oh, okay.
Maybe I did.
Use
I don't
your own
know.
tassels to fall apart.
I'm not.
I like the bow though. Look at that cute green bow on this one, just standing out there proud as pie. I love it.
Hey, oh yeah, and this is probably my favorite Advent pattern that I've knit. This is called Spell Test. It's supposed to look kind of like a grain of wheat, how it just I don't know if that's upside down, but the way wheat grows. No, I think that's right. But it's by Sam from Bumblebee Acres Farm. And it's just simple. It's garter stitch, so it really is like just a comforting, fun way to enjoy just the colors.
Yeah.
Because you're not trying to fuss with anything else. Just enjoying the different colors in the Advent, which I really like.
Yeah, that's cool.
So, yay, I just want it to stop being 100 degrees outside.
I know.
So I can enjoy.
Neither one of us is wearing anything knit today because it's just... Although I will admit, I wore my faded sweater from episode 4 last time to church 2 Sundays ago. And the thing about wearing wool, even though it's a wool sweater, there's something about wool that is not stiflingly hot. It was breathing. It was, and I made it a tee. I made it short sleeved so that I couldn't believe how comfortable. No, I was not overly warm in it. I was really surprised
Maybe
at how.
I should be trying to wear my one that I did.
Yeah.
The piano one.
Yeah. Because it was wonderful. I loved it.
Just gonna squish this.
So fun. I don't have any more FOs. Is that it for our FOs?
I think so. That's all mine.
Okay.
Yay. Oh my gosh. I just really want to wear that right now.
Yes, it's
But I'll
beautiful.
die.
It's so hot right now, though.
Even inside. My poor air conditioning cannot keep up. It can maybe get to like 77 degrees, which is about 10 degrees warm for me.
Yeah.
But my bill has definitely kept up with the heat.
Yikes,
But
what
no,
are you gonna
I
do?
just-
I don't know. It's
Hey,
just,
this time next month, it's going to be a lot better.
it will
right?
be beautiful.
Better
yes.
be.
It better be. Otherwise, the world's gonna come to an end.
Just
For real. Okay. Okay, you have so many whips. This girl has cast on 2 new whips in the last week.
It's not a lie. And the week before I did
Why
3.
would I lie? Why would I lie? She likes to have lots of whips to show you guys, so...
You know, I was doing really good and only had like 2 or 3 at a time, and then you just have to do what makes you happy. Sometimes what makes you happy is knocking out all your stuff and finishing it. Sometimes what makes you happy is starting a bunch of things that you want to do. So when you have a hobby, you just gotta do what you want and what makes you happy. So today, what I had to do is get...
Oh, I forgot my other whip. I have my blankie whip.
Yeah, I have a whole laundry
I've shown
basket
that one for a while.
full of all my whips today.
Woohoo!
I'm a crazy person.
You're a crazy person.
And
You
here's
better
the
do
thing.
like 3, because I have I already showed my one sock. I only have one. I have 2 more really, but I have 1 here.
Like all these bags too are all made by me except for one. Okay, so I have 3 sweaters.
You're just phenomenal.
And 2 shawls and 1 sock. Which one?
Better start with a shawl because you have 2 of them.
I do have 2. Okay.
I have to take my shoes off. I'm sorry if my feet are smelly.
They are. I wasn't gonna say anything.
I
You
Sorry.
said it. Okay, this is another pattern for that readathon I was telling you about with Hug a Canyon. This, whoop, hold kind of funny.
Remember to hold it in the light.
There we go. Ta-da! This is a little bit of a beginning of the Bronte sisters shawl from Lost and Found.
I can help.
See, it's got some fun lace, and what's
Ooh,
fun
look
is
at that. So I'm just like spreading that lace.
it's a
little bit.
triangle shawl.
This is a mock block.
Yeah, there we go. But it just has the lace on one half of it, so it's only.
So it's like alternating.
Yeah.
Up here, it was on the upper part. Oh, that's fun.
Yeah.
I like that.
And this pattern.
And this one's lighter weight. This is not held double.
Nope, it's just fingering weight by itself.
Mhm.
Which will be really pretty. Here's what the finished one will look like. Here's the picture.
Oh, that's pretty. Are you going to do multiple colors on it too? Or are you going to keep it?
So this is the Bronte Sister Shawl by Lindsay Fuller. And my next color is going to be this pretty peachy.
You and your pretty peaches.
Me and my
Put those together.
peaches.
Isn't that pretty?
And these are also Yarnberry yarns. This is actually her Bronte colorway. So I saw the pattern and I really liked it, and I thought, well, I should knit it in the Bronte yarn. And then the brown, I believe, is Twain. Mark Twain.
That sounds right.
And I have one more. There's like a little bit at the bottom. This one's pretty close. It's just a little bit lighter. This one is Burnett. So that's going to go by the bottom.
Nice.
I just love it.
That's really pretty, sweetheart.
And I tried to be listening to Wuthering Heights.
You're very good at the lace thing. I have a hard time following lace patterns.
Yeah, this one was a little bit tricky because usually when I get a pattern, I look for ones that are charted out, so they have a picture of how it's going to look. But this one does not have a chart because it changes length all the time. So it's just written out like knit two together, yarn over, knit through back, like this. So this one is still a little bit small, but it's because I have to pay attention when I knit it. Most of the things I make, I can kind of memorize how it goes or the gist of it and just kind of like go for it. And I'm sure there's mistakes.
Maybe that's why I haven't had so much luck with lace patterns, because most of the lace patterns, I mean, I did the lace on that sock, but it was an easy thing to memorize. So
yeah, and this isn't difficult to memorize once you get going, but it is like you have to pay attention more. And I think even if it isn't a chart too.
Did you get to a point though where you can actually read it? You know what I mean? Like
Yeah,
as you're
'cause
going
you
along, you're
notice,
like, oh, I know that this is where there should be
You
a
can't
yarn
do
over.
a yarn over a yarn over. That must be wrong or stuff like that.
Yeah, stuff like that.
But I do just like focus on that row, and I do like a crazy person. Like I've got to do this right
when the child is asleep. Then
yeah, and he's not good at going to bed right now because we took away his binky, so he doesn't know what to do to go to bed. So
yeah.
I've been doing easier, less thinky type of knitting more. But I do love this, and I am so excited for it. Like ever since this pattern came out, I think last year, I was like, so pretty, I want to make it. Nice. Now that I've got that lace scarf that I was working on done, it's like, I think I can handle more lace. Because I really like the look of lace things. I just was intimidated to try.
Yeah. It's intimidating, that's true.
Because I had that experience where I was like, this is, like, you have to do it right. And I'm kind of a fudger type of person. So.
Yeah, I started one. I had one of my sweet friends gifted me yarn and a pattern, and it was not fingering weight, it was a lace weight yarn.
Oh, skinny.
A pattern, and I
just didn't love it.
I had to start it over like 4 times. I was like, this is I don't even know what I'm doing. So I don't know, maybe eventually
Did you ever make it?
No, Becky.
Oops.
So yeah, I would like to eventually be able to make it. We'll see if I ever get to that point. I don't know. My brain's starting to get addled too because I'm old. So
sometimes you just have to put your project into timeout until you're ready to.
That's true. Like, I got Dad's sweater. That sweater was in timeout for a year, at least a year. Yeah. So yeah, and I got it done.
Yay! Should I go again?
Yep, you should.
Do you want my other shawl?
Okay.
We're patriotic this summer.
And these are upcycled jeans, right?
Yeah, those are my jeans. That I probably got too fat to wear them, so I made them into bags.
There you go.
Well, you know what? Why would you throw something away when you can just make it into something that you need?
Yeah, make it something useful. Why not?
This is a shawl. It's a different shape of a shawl.
This is like, is it crescent shaped?
No, I think it's gonna be triangle, but it's just like a off. What do you call that?
Asymmetrical.
Asymmetrical triangle shawl. Pretty sure.
Showing off that beautiful cable.
Yeah, I love the cable. So this is our friend Kim's new pattern that I get to test knit, which means it's not out yet. Exclusives. It's not. Are you
supposed to be showing? Okay. You asked her? Because I saw it on Instagram.
Yeah, she said, make sure you post it all over because she's excited.
Yeah.
And I'm excited.
Well, excellent. That works great then. Ooh,
is
it's
called
nice to pet, too.
the Galavan Plaza shawl, and it's a cable on the side, which is my favorite thing. I love knitting cables, and then the texture in the middle is kind of like a waffly.
It is kind of waffle, huh?
Texture, and I was a little bit nervous using a variegated yarn, but I think it's coming so pretty.
Oh, it is. That's really.
And I love it. And this is the one that I noticed I made a mistake, but you'll never find it. It's hidden really good.
I'm not gonna even try to find it.
I missed an increase, and I noticed 2 rows later, and that's okay. It's not like it's lace and it messed up the whole pattern.
That's true. That's true.
That's what I usually like to do these.
Tell us about your yarn. You
This
told us about the
yarn
pattern.
Is by Hedgehog Fibers. It's in their Dune colorway, and this was a birthday gift from my mommy.
Yay!
Yay! And I had gone back to the store and bought a second of the same color. And I was going to like rotate skeins, but they're actually really close. I'm not going to.
It's weird. Sometimes you can tell though, even though they look the same.
Just
Warning, fair warning. But it'll be fine. I think
Like-
with the texture in the shawl too, it'll
Yeah,
be fine.
yeah, it's okay. Okay, here is a thing I have to ask you about, Mom.
Yeah.
I've been winding my own yarn because I have a winder my mom gets me for Christmas. But every once in a while, I get these really messy cakes like this, where it like gets tall and this side gets messy. And sometimes when I'm like going and going and going, and they fly off the ball winder. And then they make a really big mess, and I don't know what I'm doing wrong.
You should just put your wand away. I've never had a ball fly off
had
the
that
winder.
twice in the last like little
What
bit.
the crap?
We're like, I don't know.
Okay, friends.
Like,
Time for your comments. Becky, you're a spaz.
I don't. It's because I'm going too fast.
It's probably because you're going too fast.
Well, if you're winding a bunch of fingering weight yarn, that's
It takes
a lot
forever, I
of
know.
yards.
But you know what I do?
So I'm just like,
Sometimes mine will get messy like this. Like, it'll slip and go down around the stem of the ball winder instead of where it's supposed to be, and that'll start creating this.
yeah. I wonder if it just
So,
started
did you
high.
do this later, though?
Yeah,
This
this
is not
part
the
is
ball
like
winder.
me after
it
it
back.
flew off, and I just was doing it by hand.
I actually will start over, and you know, if that's what it is,
It was
I
most
was
of
trying
the
to.
cake, though.
I was gonna try to explain this. That looks like hand winding, but it is. Okay, so this I can explain more. This is tension.
Yeah.
You're not tensioning your yarn tight enough. So you
It's sort of a
can
little circle thing, but you hold it and go.
either hold it
Do you
or
get yarn burn on your fingers?
Yeah, you
I
could.
go too fast.
I
obviously.
actually have like a little like a heavy glass thing that has a knob on it, and I wrap around that knob.
Oh, like when
And
you're
that gives it
sewing
more
and you
tension.
have it wrapped on the thing. before you
It
go
gives it
down?
more tension. So if I'm having issues with tension, you can totally just find like you could
Something to just wrap it over to
Like,
go by.
fill a bottle so that it's heavy and wrap around it or
And
something.
this will fly at me, and a bottle will fly at me.
I don't think so. But
No, I don't know if it's just
Yeah,
'cause I'm
and
going too fast
I've
and
had
it's like
this-
raising up. Because I
I've had
noticed the
this
yarn
happen.
on the thing was like moving up too.
I have had this mess happen before, and I just wind it over again. Fingering weight does take a while.
Yeah, I didn't notice.
It's true.
I didn't catch it soon enough, so there's a ton.
Ugh.
But I dropped off like a bunch. Like all this was like this. That was the less bad of it.
Yeah, you probably just need to slow down, Cookie. Eating ticket for you.
Yeah, but seriously, like it flew at me. It flew off the winder.
You told me Kyle was making messy balls.
His are better than this. He don't go as fast as me, so
Oh, shoot. That's too funny.
yeah, this one and then another one
Tension.
flew at me.
Tension, I think, would really help.
Okay.
All right, I'll show mine now. So, I've been working on this one, and I just have to say, I think it's beautiful.
It is beautiful.
I have been a little frustrated with the pattern, though. There just are a couple of things that have been a little bit not quite right. But it's okay. So, oh, I do need to go get. Okay, so we have for your knitting enjoyment my Jupiter crop. Okay, check out. Sorry, let me get it kind of straighter there. Check out how pretty those colors are. Wonderful, isn't that so pretty? I showed the colorways in the last episode, and I'm in love with it. I told my husband last night, to me, this looks like a stained glass window. And I do. I just think it's beautiful. Doesn't that look like a stained glass window, Becky?
It is the most beautiful.
Isn't that so pretty? So, I don't know. I'm a little nervous because even though I swatched and measured, just please fit me when you're done being blocked. Please fit me when you're done being blocked. So anyway,
It's so pretty.
Yeah, it's been a little tighter than I thought. I ended up holding 2 strands double. So I don't know if that's what's messed the gauge or what, but I don't know.
Did you not do that
Hopefully
when you
it'll
did
work.
this?
I did not. This I held single.
Oh.
So there could be an issue. But I also wanted to just take a second and show you because this was the first obstacle that I had to overcome. I swatched for it by making a hat because if you're going to make a swatch, you might as well have something that your grandson can wear, right? Because it's too small for me. So I did this, and you'll notice that my background color is this guy, this colorway that came with the set. And I bought enough to be the background for the sweater, but look how lost that pink gets.
And the gray you can't even see.
And you can't see the gray at all, and you can kind of see the green. Well,
It
you
just
can
looks green.
Yeah, but you can't see any of the contrast, right? Yeah. So the only color that contrasted with it was the gold. And so what I did when I finished this, I took my black and white picture like we showed you how to do, and sure enough, the only color that popped out was the gold. So I thought, well, that's not going to work. So I am saving the blue, which is called Deeper Magic, to do maybe a little sweater for Kyle or something.
Fun.
And I'll do something really fun with it, but I just thought I can't do Jupiter like this because it won't look right. So I bought this navy colored yarn from Miss Babs.
Oh, it's so much better.
Isn't it so much better? And it's, you can hold them up together so you can just see the difference. Look at the difference. I think it's this.
I'm glad you did that hat instead of just like casting on your sweater and being like, woohoo, and then
it doesn't work. Wouldn't that just be heartbreaking?
Yeah. I like it better with the solid dark background for sure.
Yeah.
You could probably put a little bit blue in.
Yeah, but I did actually. Pull down.
Oh
the
yeah,
bottom.
there it is.
Pull down the bottom. So yep, I put blue down here.
Then you got all 5 of the set in there.
Yes, instead of the green, I went with the blue. And there's some stitches that just kind of melt in with the navy because there is navy in the blue as well. I'll hold it up closer so there you can kind of see. There's navy in the blue as well, so that kind of did, but it's okay. It's okay because this is...
It's not the whole sweater.
Right? Yes.
Yeah.
So a couple of things that I've changed about Miss Hunter's pattern. This is Caitlin Hunter's pattern, the Jupiter crop. And a few things that I've done. First of all, underneath the sleeve, I did get it off the needles long enough to try it on. And the under the sleeve was only about this wide under the sleeve. So I lengthened that because I actually have a little bit of girth right here that it needed. So I put more cast on here, and there was a funky thing in the sweater with the bottom of this pink. And I don't know, I am just a noticer of pattern. I don't know why, but when I look at her picture, this is what the scallop looks like on the bottom of that pink stripe. So it's very symmetric zigzag. But the pattern as it's written, as it came, does not have that symmetric zigzag. It's funky. So if you get a chance to notice it and you try to knit this one, I would have you pay attention to that, because I did this myself and modified it so that it would be symmetric, because I like it to look like a wave. Hers is kind of higgledy-piggledy. I don't know how else to say it. I went and looked at other people's projects, and I thought, was it just me? But no, when you zoom in, you can tell that they used the pattern as written, instead of adjusting it. I just adjusted it because
like the little pointed E's at the bottom.
I wanted it to look like a rickrack. I didn't want it to look higgledy-piggledy, and it looked very higgledy-piggledy to me. So, anyway, those were the couple things that I thought were weird. But other than that, I mean, just look how pretty it is. It's beautiful. Please fit me.
I love it. I love it.
I do have it folded. It's not really this tiny.
Does the sleeve have colorworks down the sleeves too?
Yes, it does.
The whole thing. It's like a big stained glass.
Is a big
window.
Stained glass, beautiful,
fun,
awesome thing. So I really.
Are
hope
you gonna do it
fits.
cropped or a little bit longer?
I think I'm gonna go ahead and leave it cropped.
Fun.
So I have a cute little gray cotton dress that I bought to put underneath it. So
nice.
We'll see how it looks. I just really want it. I just really want this sweater.
It's
really
so pretty.
Please work. So
You have overcome so much.
I undid about that much under the arm when it didn't fit me, to redo it so that it would. Oh my goodness, this has been such a labor, but it's beautiful. It will be so worth it if it fits. I'm gonna block the snot out of it. I learned that.
Snot in it.
You know, I learned that about superwash though. The last sweater I did with superwash, I was stunned at how much it grew when I blocked it. So hopefully this one will be just as stunning. Anyway, oh yeah, yarn by Yarnberry Yarns, and this is the Narnia set, Narnia Bright or Narnia Vivid. I don't remember exactly what she called it, but it's bold. Could be bold. I think bold.
That's probably it.
Narnia bold, yeah. So I just think they're absolutely gorgeous. What else do you have going on, Becky?
I'll show my colorwork sweater too. Okay, and I actually have it on a big circle right now because I wanted to wear it, and also for the Instagram.
Is this like 60 inches? How big?
It's 3 cables.
This is gonna fit.
It's 3 cables squished together, stuck together, so I could get a circle for the ground.
You have little joiners for your nails?
Yeah, I got little joiners in them.
Why don't I have that? That's cool.
Well, you gave one to me. You gave me the set that I have, and it had those in there. You can have one.
I'm just kidding. It probably doesn't.
You
even
probably
fit
have
my,
it.
It probably doesn't fit my set.
Probably does.
Did you try this on?
Yeah. You can put it on right now. Wait, I want to do it right side.
Okay. You're not gonna have a problem.
And my needles are in the front because reasons. Yeah, so if I do, like, my sleeve is supposed to split right about here. There's going to be room for that, right?
Oh, yeah, totally.
Okay, this pattern is by our friend Tristan at Dragon Horde Yarn. This is her Autumn Court
I like her
sweater.
neckline. That looks really good.
Oh, I love it too. It's got some, like, really long short rows. Like, they come all the way to here, the first set.
Yeah, I can see that.
You can kind of see when you look.
Uh-huh.
But it's...
You will not have to block the snot out of yours.
Oh no, I have a much looser gauge than my one does too.
That's true.
And I used a bigger needle. But what I did is
Isn't it so fun though? Are you loving it?
Yeah, I do.
I know you've been afraid of color work, but it's actually really fun.
Yeah, I've been kind of hesitant to do colorworks, but I really am liking this.
I love the combinations of colors too. What the heck?
So fun.
Is this Tristan's yarn too?
So the gold is Tristan's Fool's Gold color, and the rest is Rhapsody Fiber, our friend Lauren.
Our friend Lauren.
So
look how pretty
this is her
that
Autumn
is.
Rose, and this is what color the body's gonna be.
Okay.
So I just have to split for the sleeves, and then.
So are you finished with the color work now then?
Yeah, the color work. Well,
Ended
this
with
pattern
the green?
has color work on
On the wrists.
the wrists and like at the bottom before you do the ribbing.
Okay,
But for right
it's
now,
so
I'm done with the
pretty.
color work.
So pretty.
But yeah, this purple and this green is really fun. It's kind of like a variegated green.
Yeah.
Sort of spruce color, so it's just happy. And then I get to check out the audiobook from the library. I think this is based off her Court of Thorns and Roses.
Yes.
That Tristan really likes, and she's having like a different sweater design for each season,
Autumn
like
court.
autumn court.
The summer coat was the tank, right?
Yeah, she got a little lacy tank top. That's fun.
That's
So,
really fun.
There's the autumn one in my autumn colors. Waiting for autumn.
Please come on.
Please come. I love you.
Hey, I think you were talking about Wuthering Heights earlier.
I started to.
Yeah,
Talk
and then I
about
think we
it.
got cut off because Julie, or something. I don't know.
Yeah, I was trying to listen to it and then I was bored. So I'm listening to Game of Thrones right now.
Quite a bit different, huh?
Well, I like fantasy books and
Yeah.
that one's fun.
Well,
But
Wuthering
next-
Heights is a bit fantastical too.
but
I don't know,
next
it's
I
weird.
get
It's a
to
weird book. I
do
didn't like it
The
either.
Court of Thorns and Roses, so that's exciting. And while I'm knitting this, I can listen to it.
Nice.
So.
Very nice.
It's just happy.
Yeah.
And it's my first one like this.
Mm-hmm.
I have yarn to do my next colorwork sweater.
Have you decided on the pattern yet?
Yeah.
Were you going to talk about that yarn or not right now?
I will. Our friend Susie, our new friend,
Susie J22.
she's so sweet. She messaged me and said, "Hey, I have this yarn for this sweater. It's for you." So I met her and she gave me yarn to make a sweater.
Isn't that wonderful?
And I think it's called the Sunset Highway sweater.
I
But she
love
gave me yarn and a
that.
pattern for a sweater. Like, she's so nice. So,
Just because she just wanted to be nice. What?
so
That's amazing. Thank you, Susie.
Thank you. That was.
Shout out to Susie J22.
I hope that's the right number.
It is.
Oh, okay.
I'm okay. I'm 90% sure.
Well, thank you,
I won't say
Susie.
100%, but thank you, Susie. That's really sweet.
So
She's
nice.
from here in the valley. She lives in the same valley we do here in the Salt Lake Valley.
Yeah. So we met up in Holiday and
That
she
was just too cool
gave me
of
a
her.
bag of yarn. It's so beautiful.
Mwah. That's
Thank
wonderful.
you. So yeah, now that I've done this one, I feel more confident that I want to do some more, and that one's going to be really fun and extra special.
Oh,
when I get to
extra.
do
You
that
are
one
going to feel
next.
so loved every time you put that one on. Oh, I
Really?
just think this is going to be so fun. Wait till you, seriously, Becky. I know
When
this
it
is the first one
blocks
you've done,
out.
but when you steam block these,
Do you
they
have a steamer?
they
Did I
just
get
go,
one?
woo! What I do is I
This
take a
is-
really thin cotton cloth
Mm-hmm.
and put over the top of it, wet it, put it over the top of it, and then your iron.
Okay.
And that's steam blocks.
Cool.
So.
Well, I was gonna like dip it all the way in.
No, don't dip it. I
She
learned the
says
hard
don't do
way.
that.
I learned the hard way on that.
Well, I
one.
might
Oh
just
my
get like a
goodness.
little steamer from
Mhm.
Best Buy. It's like $20.
Yeah, you could do that. That is so fun. I love it.
So this, yay! I wanted to keep it on the big circle to show. Now I can put it.
Now you can put it
separated
back on something that'll be easier to handle.
something manageable.
Yeah. Any other whips?
Many other reps. I'm sorry, I'm taking so long. Okay,
No.
I'm
you're
like,
not
look
taking
at
so
this
long.
candy. Duh. Okay.
Yeah, Becky, what are you doing? Candy. Candy.
Okay.
Squirrel.
So Susie had gifted me this beautiful sweater yarn, and then she also put in this fun yarn.
What?
This is Hedgehog Pepper's birthday cake, and
That's
it's
very
purple with blue and like some kind of burnt
Becky.
orange.
No wonder you
speckles.
wanted to. It is no wonder you wanted to cast that on because that's happy.
That is just a happy thing.
Yes.
So I'm making some shorty socks.
And you're doing the regular heel flap and gusset. Someday you're gonna
Yeah.
try cutting heel and you're gonna love it.
I know, I'm just scared of it.
No,
But
I
this
think
is going to be the Sprinkler Days socks. So you
also
can kind
by
of-
Kim.
Also
Jensen.
by Kim. This is a little bit of the lace you can see. Next time I'll have more of it done, you can see more of the lacy. But I like to have at least one sock on my needles Because sometimes you just want to grab something little.
Like when you have to sit through a big, long, boring meeting.
Yeah. So even though I already had 7 other whips, of course I, yesterday night was like, I gotta start some socks.
You're so silly.
So these are my special Susie socks.
There you go.
So that makes
That's
me happy.
so fun.
Not too much to say about those yet, because they're just little bitty
Okay, what
baby
else?
ones. Okay. I have 2 sweaters. And then I think that's everything.
You already showed us one.
2 more sweaters. Okay, so within 5 days, I had casted on 3 sweaters because I'm a nut.
No, because autumn is coming, and you gotta be prepared.
Yeah, I just, and here's the thing, I'm equally excited about every single one of these sweaters. Usually I have like one thing I'm really excited about, and then the rest I'm like,
Well, and you have different times. You cannot work on this. Is this the one?
No.
No, you cannot work on the one when your husband's home,
Yeah.
right? Because it's a surprise for Christmas.
But I don't know. They're all different, and they're all make me so happy. All my projects, those shawls are making me happy too, and those socks.
That's why
just
we
make me
do this, is
smile.
because it makes us happy. It gives us endorphins of
Do what
some
you want.
sort.
Okay, this is my bag that I did not make. My mom gave it to me for Christmas, and it matches my project because why not?
You make me smile.
I brought my scale. Oh, it's over there. I won't show it.
Sorry, I'm gonna hide the I don't
It's
know
okay.
why that happened.
Okay, this is the Le
I'm not
Pouf
bored.
sweater.
Le Pouf.
And I picked up the collar, and it has a bind off on the bottom.
Lovely. It just needs sleeves.
It just needs sleeves. But here's another one of my fades from all my leftovers and mini skeins.
So was some of the My Little Pony leftovers in this one?
Yeah, like 5 or 6.
Wow. Yeah.
They're all just blended in.
Yeah.
So like that raspberry is in here,
Yep.
and the reddish one is in here
How
too,
fun is that?
and a couple oranges.
I love it.
Purple.
Tell them what else you're calling this. Your sunset sweater.
Oh yeah, sunset. Because when the sunset goes
Different colors.
yellow to orange to purple,
It's beautiful.
and I love it. And this is part of a knit along our local yarn store is doing at Willow Hill with her friend the Backcountry Knitter who sells yarn in her shop too. The Le Pouf sweater cal, and I'm actually ahead because this week was to get to the bind off, and the last week is at the end to pick up the collar, but it was driving me crazy, so I had to do that before the sleeves.
But you have everything else separated and ready to go so that the fade on the sleeves is the same, right?
Yes, so
is the fade part of the Le Pouf pattern, or is this another one that you just decided to do yourself?
So the Le Pouf sweater pattern, and that pattern is from Hedgehog Fibers. It's a faded one.
I didn't know Hedgehog did patterns too.
They did this one.
Cool.
But you're supposed to use like 5 whole skeins and then fade it, kind of like your sweater that you recently did.
Right.
But I decided to be extra
Creative.
and do mine with all
Creative.
scraps. Here's where the extra part comes in, because you have to save half of your yarn to do the sleeves. And I was measuring, and I said, I think I need a little bit less than half. And I was trying to do the math and text my mom about it. And you're going to think this is so silly. But because I had this giant bag of scraps, what I did is I separated them all out into a big baggie of each color. And then little baggies for the sleeves. So here's all my oranges.
So there's for the right sleeve and the left sleeve, same color.
Yeah, because I want them to at least be a little bit the same. And what I did is I weighed them on my scale. So I had the yarn here in the bowl, and I was winding till it got to, I did a quarter and a quarter, and then I kept the rest for the big sweater. And my husband walks in, and I'm doing this. And he took a picture or a video of me to send to his friend. And I was like, what are you doing? He's like, it's like you're cocaine, and you're measuring it out by the gram like a crazy person who's a drug addict.
You didn't tell me that before. Oh no, we've been busted.
And well, it's like, well, you're not wrong. I mean, if I did have a
You can't
vice,
argue. You can't
it would be
argue.
a pretty yarn. But he thought that was the
Only you
funniest
did that
thing.
for your yellows too, and that's not it. You guys.
Yeah, well, there's my yellow bag and my pink bag and my purple bag.
No wonder he thought you were being a crazy person, Becky.
Okay.
That's
well, some
fine.
of my scraps were only 10 grams, and I had to divide it into half and half again.
That is pretty fun. How are you gonna remember what order you went in?
Well, it just goes lightest to darkest.
How do you tell which one's lightest and which one's darkest? They're different tones.
You just go for it.
Oh my heck. Okay, I can't wait to see that masterpiece when it's done.
That was a fun. He just thought that was the funniest thing, and it kind of is.
It's gonna be gorgeous when it's done.
If I did use the full skeins, it wouldn't be as crazy because it just would have one for every bag of what I have.
I can understand that. But you know what? I love that you are so good about using every little piece. Someday you just have to take my scraps home with you. Where's my scrap? Where's my scrap jar? See my scrap jar over there? Yeah.
Okay, and I'm good at winning things at knit-alongs because I
You got
won
another
something
prize.
else. This. I won on for the Lip Hoof knit-along. Every week there's like a weekly goal and a weekly prize. And this is my new favorite. Dun, dun, dun. Flights of Stitch Markers by Coco Knits. And you open it up, and there's 5 different shapes and sizes, and look how it's packed. Like, that's exactly the size and shape of thing that is inside the little tube. And I'm using that for my shawl and my socks that I'm knitting. I'm using these.
That's so fun.
And then they're rainbow colors. Little, that's hard to see.
Cutenesses. Cutenesses. Yeah, I think we can see
But
this.
it's just, look at this. There's a bunch in there. So, thank you,
What a fun thing.
Emily and Serena, for having this knit along.
And
And I love these. I'm excited.
That's very
I'm
cool.
already like using a bunch.
Yeah.
Okay, so that does it this. Hi, Julie.
Be very careful, because
Yeah.
this is like balanced so delicately.
Don't breathe too much. Don't. I'm not joking. Stop.
Take back my notebook
No,
and
no,
my
no,
stand.
No. Just kidding. Love you.
Be careful, she's a crackhead. You don't know what she's gonna do.
It's just yours. Sorting out my grams into baggies. He's like, now are you a dealer? He was making fun of me so bad.
Oh my gosh,
Well, I got
I'm
4
dying.
grams in this little baggie, and then like, okay.
Can you go out and get me some dime bags, honey?
Can I tell you another cute thing my husband said? I always worry that he gets annoyed by how much I knit, and he gets more annoyed, I think, by how much I spend on yarn sometimes, which I've been trying to not buy expensive yarn. But he comes in one day, and he says, I bet, and I won't say who, said, I bet my buddy wishes his wife knitted like you do.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh,
He
that's
says that
so
to me. He goes,
sweet.
I bet he wished his wife did knitting. And I was like, oh, really? He's like, yeah, like, it's so cool. You can make all this stuff for our family. And that
Aw.
just made me feel really good, because sometimes I feel like maybe I should knit less and do more chores, which I probably should. But that he would just say that, like,
Yeah, that's very.
that was really sweet thing,
Oh,
you
that's
know?
so sweet.
My
That is
sweetie.
so sweet, and it is neat when you get recognized by your sweetheart, like the pillow thing. You need to do this for all of our pillows. This is really cool, you know?
Yeah, I
It
love
does.
when
It
he
makes
gets
you really
into
happy.
it.
It makes me happy.
So my third sweater is actually for him, for my sweetheart.
I'm so excited about this one.
And this is another knit along. This is actually a mystery knit along.
Wow.
But it's The Geek Along.
Geek Along.
Geek
Geek
Along by Dr. Llama. Okay. And
Wait a minute. Dr. Llama.
yeah.
Okay.
So far I have a sleeve and a cuff. Look. Do you recognize these stars? They're from Mario. And look at what's down here. Tetris. This whole sweater is video game themed.
Video games.
Retro video games.
Retro video.
And the sweater
What?
is called the 8-bit sweater. So it's got all the like pixel design. And so we have our Tetris falling down the sleeve. How clever is that? Tetris going down your sleeve. Oh, the back's just the same.
Somebody just woke up
Somebody
your
is
child.
awake.
I'll go get him. You finished.
Okay, shame. So this will be one sleeve done with our Tetris and our Mario stars. And then this sleeve is Space Invaders. And I've got a few more invaders to do on the top. But how fun! I'm just excited, and I hope it fits him, and I hope he loves it. And every week I think is going to be a new little video game, and that's just my favorite thing right now. But like Mom said, I can only work on it when Daniel's at work, and sometimes he gets home early and he doesn't tell me that he's coming home early, so I have to hurry and hide it, because I do want this to be a surprise for him.
You want to
Love bug.
help us show our friends our blankies? We have some blankies
Yeah.
to show.
Okay, so that's all of our whips, and our next segment is going to be our family time. So we are talking about my grandma Jenny and her makes, and she is just a maker. And
She's the sweetest lady.
I didn't really ever think of her as being a maker, but she has made so many things.
Mm-hmm.
I remember when I was little, like Kyle, she made me tons of toys.
Mm-hmm.
Like a lot, and I remember them. I don't have them anymore. But I was thinking back, and she had made me a little bag that it was crocheted, and it folds up and it ties, but when you open it, you set it down, and the top part flows out like this. It's like a little basket, and keep your little dolls in. And she had made me, I forgot this was a thing until I thought about this, but she had made me like paper dolls, but they were cross-stitch on plastic.
Yes.
Do you remember like the plastic canvas?
Yes. There's plastic canvas is what it's called.
Yeah, I forgot that was even a thing until I was thinking about all the things that Grandma had me, and she had done paper dolls of but in that.
That's right. She did.
And
She made a nativity set in that too, I think.
Oh yeah, that was a nativity.
Yeah.
I loved those dolls, and I'll put a picture of kind of what I'm talking about.
There we go.
But those were the best. And she had sewn me different dolls and dresses. Even she had sewn.
She did. I have a couple of things from when you were a baby to show that Grandma Jenny made. You
Fun.
want to help Granny?
Here's my oldest thing I have that she's made though.
That's right.
She sews, she crochets, she does those cool cross stitches, she paints. Look,
This is an oil painting that she did.
but this is my daddy when he was 10 years old. And does that say 76?
Yep.
So there's my 10-year-old dad, and I just love it. I could never.
I don't know how she does it.
I could never do this.
Isn't that amazing?
I can barely do stick figures.
Yeah, so she was quite the artist. She just
And she's got a few paintings up
all
in her
kinds
little
of
apartment too.
fun mediums that she worked into.
Yeah. She just
She loved the oil paintings.
so creative.
Yeah.
Yeah. She's a maker.
We have a legacy.
We have
We
makers.
have a legacy of makers. Isn't that wonderful? I love that.
So, beautiful.
You know, I do
painting.
have one of her cross stitches just in the next room too. We could show like
Oh, yeah?
cross stitch.
Like did she do like baby ones?
Mm-hmm. She the one that's in on Julie's dresser with the little girl.
Should I go look for it?
Okay. Do you want to hold this one up? We'll have to do a little chopping there. That's okay.
That's fine.
Okay. So this blanket, Grandma Jenny crocheted when we were expecting you, Becky.
I like this a lot.
Yeah, so this is probably close to 30 years old since you're coming up on 30.
I'm just kidding.
Isn't that so fun?
Yay! I love this.
Yeah, I think it's really pretty, and I've just kept it for you in a little box. I probably should have given it to you when you were expecting Kyle, but
It's okay.
it's fun.
She gave
Isn't
me
it
some
fun?
Kyle ones.
We didn't know if you were going to be a boy or a girl, hence the blue and the pink.
Oh, really?
And the white to offset it. Well, when she first started it. We knew before you were born.
Oh.
And I have one other thing that she did when you were little that I'll quickly show, and then you can
Okay.
show some of the newer things that she's done. But Grandma really likes to make.
Is this the other one?
Guys,
Yeah, show that.
guys, in the
Look at this. Is the... Here, I'm trying to like not get the glare. I think there's good.
He's gonna go check it out.
This is a cross stitch and it's big and it's so intricate. And you get
How's that? Good?
it was good to decide before.
When you had it?
Yeah.
Are you ready to get your shoe on, buddy? But yeah, that is
Little girl picking up
beautiful.
shells on the beach.
So here's the next thing that Grandma made. Grandma made this when we were expecting Becky too. Look how cute this little dress is.
Okay.
I just think it's so sweet, and I got it out. It's been okay. I tied up the bows on this too, so it would be really cute.
Cute.
But it's got the little pineapple motif, which she chose to be Hawaiian because
Fun.
you're a Hawaiian baby, of course. So, Grandma Jenny's husband, Grandpa Sam, was Hawaiian. And he was actually killed in Vietnam, so my kids never met him, and their dad only met him for 6 weeks, which is kind of makes me sad if I think about it too much, but look how pretty that is. And it had a stain, and it still kind of is stained in the front. I don't know if you can see that even, but maybe it's not so bad. I was trying to think what I was going to do to try to save it because the stain was so bad.
I don't think it's that bad. And it's
But-
under the bow. It's okay.
I don't know. I guess in different lighting it looks different, but sometimes it just looks really bad to me, and I was like, oh, what am I going to do? And I was trying to think maybe I could save the skirt part of it or something. I don't know, but it's just so pretty, and it was made with a lot of love for Grandma's first grandchild. So there you go. There's another one of Grandma's. What else have we got over there? Did we get to talk much about? Oh, we did show the cross stitch. Yes. She
She's
made that
beautiful.
one when we were expecting Julianne. for
Oh,
Julianne.
cute.
So that is
That's
Julie's.
Julie's one.
Mhm.
That's pretty. Okay, I have some ones that she made for Kyle. This is actually Kyle's favorite blankie. Even more than the Hot Wheels car one that I made him.
Wow. Well, it is really soft.
Blue and yellow. And she had actually made this a while ago and put it away in her steamer trunk that said, for my first grandson.
Yeah,
And then she got it out for us when we were having a boy.
that's so fun, isn't it?
Yeah,
so
that's
cute?
your- is
That's
that your
your
one?
blankie, huh, sweetie? Do you want to snuggle it? No. Okay.
So every night we gotta find blue, yellow blankie. There's a cat, huh?
That's a kitty cat.
He's watching out the window right now.
He is watching out the window.
So I have this
Yeah,
one
Kitty goes for a walk with her mommy.
that was
Cute that that cat follows her mom whenever Jenny walks the dog past. The cat's following them. It's the cutest thing.
that is cute.
Cat's not on a leash, but definitely
Sometimes
walking
they
with
don't
mom.
like to go on walks, but that one
It's
does.
really cute. Oh, I
Yeah.
love it. I love
Okay.
how this must have been like a fadey yarn.
Okay, he wants to walk Lily. We'll go in a minute, okay? Okay, so she had that one, and then she had made this one when I told her I was expecting. I told her, I said, Grandma, I think you're a great grandma. She goes, oh, thanks. And I was like, you're a great grandma.
Trying to tell her.
And she goes, Oh, and she was so excited.
You're
And she
having a
made
baby.
me this one.
Oh,
And
that's fun,
it
too.
is single crochet. It's a lot of little stitches. And then she's got this fun really
Ruffles.
ruffle border, and she gave me this and she said, well, I don't know if you really want it. Maybe we should just throw it away.
What?
I told her, no, I like it. She goes, oh, it's all, I think she didn't like the ruffles on it.
Yes, we're going to
Yeah.
take Lily in a minute.
Take
Soon
Lily
as
in
we're
a
done.
minute.
Look, there's the kitty again.
There you go. There's a kit. So this one actually lives on the ottoman on my rocking chair, which is
Oh, so
perfect.
fun.
Show off
Yeah. the little ruffle.
the
on
little
it.
ruffles. Ooh, got it in here.
Oh, that's cute.
But I like this one a lot. So that one lives in Kyle's room. And because I don't know why she really didn't like this. She was like
Weird.
embarrassed of it. So she goes, pick one out, I'll make you another one. So we ordered a kit from a
Soft
catalog.
stuff on it. Hang on.
It's a feather
Oh, that's interesting. Okay.
from this is the back.
Uh-huh.
It's so different. But so green and yellow stripes. She made me this one, and this one has been washed a few times, so it's like really Sprinkle, baby.
We're going to get through this, Becky.
Okay. Sorry we dropped you. I'll probably cut that out so no one gets like motion sick. But
Just so you know, we have the child and dogs running around now, and so the iPad fell off the stand, and it's okay.
like I said, that's
We were
why
not injured in the process.
That's why we have a case and the Apple Care. It's okay. But yeah, here's my other one.
Nap time is such a blessing sometimes. Just kidding. I love it. It's so soft and pretty.
Yeah. And I love that we have these things she made us
Yes, and
because
she's got like these longer stitches in here too. There's a pattern.
Kyle.
And there's a pattern in the long stitches in there
Can you
too.
go tell
You
Erin
can
to
probably
help
see.
you find the leash? Tell Erin to
Yes.
help you find the leash. To take
Yes,
the dogs
please
for a walk.
help, Erin.
So, yeah, we love our blankies. Oh, I have one more other thing in here.
Oh, and I have one more too. Should I show mine?
Yeah.
She made this one for Aaron. He said he wanted orange, so she put this bright pop of orange in and made orange and brown, and
Fun.
It's
Well,
very
she made one
masculine.
for Dad too.
isn't that masculine? I think it's very masculine.
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure this is Aaron's.
that's really cool.
So it's kind of fun. It's got a whole bunch of different.
Kind of reminds me of hunting.
Little
'Cause
bit
it's
of
got
a
like the
scrappy
browns and
blanket.
then the bright orange.
Yes. Yeah, like camouflage or something in it, right? So lots of fun.
Can you help him find the leash to take the dogs for a walk? That's what he's trying to come get you for. Thank you. Okay, and then something me and Grandma always say to each other is when we say love you. She made me this pillowcase. She's done the embroidery.
Hold it up a little higher. There we go.
Yeah, love you.
That's why I can't let that one, okay?
And then we always answer the other one back with love you more.
Cute.
And so she made me these pillowcases, and they're with purple thread, like on my bedroom has purple. But isn't that just so
isn't it?
sweet?
It's very sweet. Yes.
And I don't know that she's gonna be able to be making too many more things.
Yeah, she's 84 now, and it's getting hard for her to do a lot of things. We just moved her into the assisted living side of her community, so she has done a lot of amazing things during her life. We love our Grandma Jenny very much.
I missed it.
Time for us to sign off. I don't have a whole lot to say except that
Good luck with
we
your back to
are
school.
So glad that we had this chance to talk with you.
Yeah.
Before life explodes in the back to school mess, which could really be interesting this year. So we'll see how it goes.
Thank you for spending some time with us. We're so happy to be able to get together and do kind of knit night. And what are you talking? she's laughing at, I don't know what my son is doing, but he's playing with his Uncle Bear, so.
That's awesome. It's
That's
awesome to see
amazing.
them together. And wait till you see Becky. You got to put pictures for sure of the bowling thing. They were such buds.
Yeah.
All right. Stay young at heart. That's our Granny Pan theme, is you got to be young at heart like Peter Pan. Refuse to grow up. Find joy in everything you do, whether it's your nerdiness, whether it's your family ancestry, making awesome stuff. Just have fun and love it.
Just have fun and do what makes you happy.
Yeah.
And have a great few weeks. We'll see you again soon. Bye.
Bye.